Welcome to my first edition of It's Just a Thought. I have a question for you to start off this segment of This Is Just a Thought. How many of you know that there's a difference between a father and a dad? How many of you know there's a difference between a father and a dad? Do you know that 64 million men call themselves fathers, but only 26.5 million men are actually in the house where they're married to their spouse? And we wonder where the loss of our fathers are. But I want to take this thought deeper. I want to go deeper in our thinking. Because as I sit back and I listen and I think about fatherhood, there's more to being a father than just supplying your DNA. It's about being a dad. So what's the difference between a father and a dad? Because it's true that there is a difference between a father and between a dad. A father is someone who supplies the DNA. Basically, anybody can become a father, but not anybody can become a dad. A dad is the one who picks up the responsibility. A dad is the one who's there. A dad is the one who cares what you're feeling, what you're going through. A dad is the one who has compassion for everything that you're experiencing. There's a saying, any man can be a father, but it takes someone special to be a daddy. We need our dads. Is there anybody in here that wishes they had their dad while they were growing up? We might have all had fathers in our lives. We might have had someone in our lives that was there, that supplied the DNA, but was never there when we needed them, when we were hurting, when we were crying, when we were confused and lost. They weren't there. And we lacked our dads. I think about all of the different kids that as a coach, that I've come in contact with, and the difference between those who had their dads there watching them practice, watching them play every day, the confidence they showed, the amount of love they received, the affirmation they received from their fathers, versus those that their fathers weren't there, that their dads weren't there. They were insecure, not sure of themselves. And don't get me wrong, the mothers are the greatest thing on earth. Thank God for mothers. Thank God for the mother I had, because if it wasn't for my mother, I don't know where I'd be today. So thank God for our mothers. Thank God for you women, our sisters. Thank you for stepping in when we've fallen off. But we need our fathers, and more importantly, we need our dads. We need our dads in our lives, because it's the dad that makes the difference. I'm trying to bring us deeper in this idea of fatherhood. I'm trying to bring us deeper in this idea of what a father should do. A father should be a dad. And a lot of times, dads don't have to be the biological father. Our dad can be our stepfather. Our dad can be our grandfather. Dad can be our uncle, cousins, big brothers, spiritual fathers. Right? It's that person that comes into your life and supplies emotional needs, that comes in and takes over the responsibility of the father. That's there for you. In all your hurts, in all your loss, in your confusion, it's a dad that we need. So can I talk to you today about two aspects of a dad that separates him from a father? Two aspects. See, a dad helps in the growth of a child, and a dad helps in the development of the child. And if we think of it, of the two words, growth having to do with mind and body, in development having to do with heart and soul. So let's take that first one. Growth, mind and body. So as a child is growing up, they need their dads in their lives because there's so many situations, so many circumstances that they have to deal with, that without your dad there to help you, to give you wisdom and guidance, you would stumble and fall. I grew up in a family of 5 boys. And my older brothers, well, my father was in the house, but my older brothers had different fathers. And their fathers weren't in their lives. And so I could see time and time again where they needed a dad to come in and put his arm around them, where they needed a dad to come in and rebuke them, where they needed a dad to come in and help them and give them advice on a given situation where they weren't there. And because of it, they ended up making bad choices, making bad decisions. Dads are vital to our growth, to our mind and our bodies. I think of the little girl that comes home from school where she's been bullied or someone said something mean to her, and she needs her dad there to tell her that she's beautiful, to tell her that he loves her, to put his arms around her. What happens when that dad's not there? What happens? Sure, mom can come in and mom can give a hug and mom can give affirmation and love. But there's something about a dad. You see, when God made mankind, he made them male and female. He made Adam and Eve so that Adam and Eve would have children, and they both would raise up their children in the right way, that they both would be mother and father, mom and dad to the child. When we lack one, we lack half the equation. Train a child up in the right way, and when he is old, they will not depart from it. They will not depart from it. We need dads to help us grow. Do you know that 90% of women in prison come from fatherless homes? And I would go as far as to say the other 10% come from homes without dads. That's an amazing statistic. If that doesn't tell you the need in the world today, then nothing does. A quote from Fanny Fern. To her, the name father was another name for love. To her, the name father was another name for love. We need our dads in our lives in order to grow. In order to grow into the young women, the young men that we're called to grow in. That is what gives us, our dads are what give us our foundations in order to be who we're called to be. To know that you have someone that's counting on you, to know that you have someone that loves you, that needs you in their lives, that you need in your life. And you know what else? Development. Development is heart and soul. The process of being developed. What does that mean? Dads help us in us being able to have the right hearts and the right souls. See, because when I know that my dad loves me, when I know that my dad shows me compassion, that everything that I might have to go through in life, that he is there, that helps me to secure a place in my heart. That helps my heart to develop. That helps my soul to develop. We see so many children that are lost emotionally, because their dads weren't there. There's something about the love of the father, the love of the dad, that makes us stable emotionally. We need our dads. And there's a difference between fathers and dads. Is anybody catching this? Is anybody understanding what I'm saying? How many of us were lost or are lost because we never had a dad in our lives? We got to go deeper with this understanding. And there's some great fathers out there. There's some great dads out there. But we have to go deeper. If you're a father out there and you feel as though you've lost it, that you can't get it back, that you messed up and your kids have grown up, they've walked away from you, they don't want to have anything to do with you, it's not too late. As long as you have breath in your lungs, it's not too late to be the father, to be the dad that you're called to be in their lives. Just takes love. We need our dads. And there's a difference between fathers and dads. See, we're taking this whole fatherhood thing deeper today. We're taking this deeper today. Is there anybody here with me today? Can anybody understand what I'm saying? There's a quote from an unknown writer that says, "You don't raise heroes, you raise sons. And if you treat them like sons, they will turn out to be heroes, even if it's in your own eyes." The biggest thing that gives me the most joy is when I see a professional athlete or an actor or an actress say, "My dad was my hero." That means they had a dad that was in their lives that were showing them love and compassion and at times humility, that were letting them know that they were highly valued. See, that's what a dad brings to the table. He lets us know that we're highly valued. Let's go deeper with this. Let's not just be satisfied with being a father. Let's not just be satisfied with what it entails, but let's go further. Let's go deeper. Let's be dads. Let's be there for our children. Our children need us. They need us. And if you think that, well, I've kind of lost it, my children are lost and I can never get that back, then that's a lie from the pit of hell. You can, as long as you have breath, you can be a father. You can be a father that's a dad. There's a difference between fathers and dads. Everybody needs their dads. Eliana, first words with daddy. And that gives me joy in my heart. Are you a father or a dad? Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper with this. Let's not be satisfied with status quo. If you're a father, be a dad. Show them your love. Show them your compassion, your humility. Don't be afraid. I know the world says otherwise, but you'll be surprised what happens when you step in and become a dad. I'll finish with this quote from my favorite book, the Bible. "And he shall turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse." This is important to God. God, our Father, our Daddy, Abba, Father. One who shows us his love and mercy and grace. He's our great example on who we should be. So there's a difference between fathers and dads. And today I want to encourage you, if you're a father, be a dad. Love. Show compassion and grace upon your children, upon your wife. Because your children are watching how you treat your wife, how you treat their mother. There's a difference between fathers and dads. Hey, I'm Pastor Wes, and this has been Just a Thought. I hope that you continue to kind of come in and check me out from time to time as I post these videos. and I hope that we can both grow and learn from them. God bless you. I love you, and we'll see you soon.